Could be good. Yo, how's the quality, guys? Can you guys see clearly? 'Cause I got a new monitor and it looks pretty stretched. But I mean, is it good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fresh cut. That's kind of dark. Hmm. Think that should help. Is that better? Bro, this shit, like, this monitor has a fucking remote, bro. Like, what type of fucking monitor? This shit's like a PC. Literally a TV, bro. It literally has like built-in Netflix and shit. Year two of the Samsung. What's the monitor brand? It's a Samsung Odyssey G7. Looking fresh. Appreciate you, bro. What's good, Dre? I'm Matt. What's up, brother? We'll cover buys. We'll cover buys. Why is bro looking so handsome right now? That's all you, bro. I know you're looking handsome, bro. Hmm. Take a bite. Just one, bro. Are you greedy? Are you stingy? Morning is good. I got breakfast in. New monitor. New haircut. How many funders did you blow before getting your first payout? I think it was about two or three. Well, how many funded? I only blew one funded, but evals I blew like, yeah, I think three. My first payout was $1,500. Fresh cut. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Gaddy. Good morning. Which alpha futures plan would you recommend? I'm currently only on Apex 250Ks. Have you ever gotten a payout, Jerome? You're at 10 plus, bro. Everyone's different, bro. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. Well, we'll cover the game plan. Pretty simple game plan today. You want a full port so bad? That's not good, bro. We'll cover buys. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll cover the game plan at 9:25, like we always do. Trading make you a lot of money. It makes me enough money to pay my expenses, put money into a live account, put money into an investment account, and also save. That's all I need right now. Your monitor costs a whole ass mid-tier PC from where I live? I mean, it wasn't that expensive. I mean, I didn't think it was that expensive. I think they had it on sale though. I was considering betting 50K to get into it, but I just want to get straight to business. I already have multiple. You have multiple. Get a standard account, bro. I mean, to be honest, if you are you trying to go for okay, let me ask you a question. Do you want to get small payouts consistently, or do you want to go for larger payouts? Pick up GatieTrades who shows up every day doesn't mean trade every day, but shows up. We're here every day, man. Exactly. Just looking to improve, not necessarily looking to make money, right? Yesterday was tough. Yeah, yesterday was tough. Yeah, it's top step end of day drawdown. Correct. It's good, minced. How's your back? Today's game day. My back pain is better. It doesn't hurt as much, but it will hurt after the game, so I have to be careful. Like I know it's gonna hurt after the game, you know. It's like it's one of those ones where I know it's gonna come back. They still haven't deducted my account. I would message Windy, bro. I mean, or something in the payout papers were wrong. I mean, they'll get you. They'll get you. Don't worry. They're not gonna deny you. Um, yes, top steps end of day drawdown. Get one of those Unk back, bro. I'm 22, bro. I'm not Unk. August is the worst month to trade. I mean, worst month to trade for who? Me? You? It's probably one of my worst months. Tops have been lacking. I mean, I don't know. I haven't even been trading my top steps really. You should look into peptides if the doctor can help us do the research. Yeah, yeah. I mean, would you think that would that you think that'd be more solving the issue or just helping the pain? Solving the issue? I mean, I'll look into it, bro. I'll look into it. I'll look into anything, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'll do anything at this point. Now I have around 8 funded, but I'm only trading alpha. Sometimes I'll execute Apex. Um, I have like I'm trading one Apex account, so not opened up here. Yeah, I might execute it. I might not. I don't know. My main focus is just alpha. In fact, I think I'm gonna go for a large. Damn, you're there. Oh, getting funded is not a hard. It's not a hard thing anymore. You just have to over leverage. Has to eval quick. If alpha's not available, try Top Step or try Apex. Apex is available everywhere, pretty much. I think. I've been trading my Top Step. I tried logging in, but looks like they have removed my trading due Top Step access. Yeah. Appreciate you, MB. I'm doing good, bro. I got a brand new monitor. Guys, the videos and the clips are gonna be so crisp now. They're gonna be so crisp. Appreciate you, love her, girl. Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's cover the game plan. So first things first. Game plan. I don't know why it's so dark, but first things first. Appreciate you, TP. Good morning. Good morning, Shay. First things first. I'm ready to lose my money today. Bro, it's not even about the money. You just gotta lock in and execute well. Anyways, that's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was I'm gonna be going for a large payout on alpha. I got a couple of little payouts recently, and I want to try to go for a large payout. The reason I want to go for a large payout is because there's a better chance that I blow my accounts, which is what I want to do because I want to get the 150Ks or 100K. Currently, I have a 0 qualified account. I have a 50K standard account and a 100K standard account. 100K is fine. I don't mind using that. I've had these accounts for a while. I've gotten payouts on them. But I can't copy trade them because they're all different sizes and or different accounts. Also, Alpha is my #1 firm, and that's probably the firm I want to have 150Ks with because honestly, 350Ks with Alpha is probably all I'll ever need. But I will use Apex. But obviously that's the goal. Now, There's no point in me just blowing the accounts on purpose. That doesn't really make sense, right? I'm not just gonna blow the accounts on purpose. So my last payout was like yesterday or Friday, or when was it? I don't know. I took a payout on Monday. I took a payout on the Friday before. But I like 2 payouts. 150K. I'm gonna go for the standard. I'm just gonna go for the standard. What would you say better? Is advanced or zero? Advanced is better for larger payouts. Zero is easier. Zero is better for beginner friendly, more beginner friendly. Zero has no activation yet. Anyway, so I'm just letting you guys know the goal. We're gonna be going for a larger payout, which means maybe higher risk to reward setups. Maybe we start scaling in. If you guys don't know, when I trade normally, how I would trade, I usually scale into positions that are winners. Now, I don't scale in every single time, but I do scale in. Why is that important? Well, I haven't been scaling in because we got to keep that 40% consistency. But if we're going for a really large payout, then obviously we got to get those higher risk to reward setups. So I'm updating you guys on my personal game plan. Let's talk about the bias for today. When all-time high is in the crosshairs, when all-time high is in the scopes, it's in the picture, it's possible that we expand to all-time high, I'm bullish. Today, I am bullish. So the game plan is to look for high probability longs. However, if we get a classic model short at 9:30 open, I wouldn't mind looking for a short targeting pre-market sell side, targeting an imbalance from London session, maybe the hourly in here, or maybe even the 4-hour that's forming in 30 minutes. So I'm bullish, but I don't mind taking a deep premium short targeting, like I said, the pre-market sell side, or the 1-hour fair value gap from London. That's the game plan. High probability longs. If we get to like 9:50 macro, 10 a.m., I'm no longer going to look for that short. I'm going to simply wait. If it wants to go lower, that's great. I mean, that's what I want to see. But I'm going to wait to just align with that long. So that's the game plan. Maybe I should maybe every day, just like put the game plan here, like game plan. High probability longs. I don't think we take Asia lower, London low today. Personally. That's cool, right? That's cool. Game plan. High probability long / classic model short. My bias is bullish. When all-time highs in the scope, my bias is always bullish. The game plan is to look for high probability longs, and or take a classic model short. Damn, bro, this monitor is so much better. I almost teared up yesterday, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I never went out my way to get a new or like a better monitor. I guess I didn't think my monitor was bad, but when you move from 1920 to 4K monitor, I'm gonna be honest, it makes a big ass difference. Like I've never seen. First of all, I can see so much, and second of all, you can tell like the quality is just so much crisp. It's so much crispier. I mean, I'm gonna have chat minimize anyway, go up, so it's up to them. Oh, I don't know what OLED is. I don't know if I have that or not, but haircut looks fire. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out Hammy, bro. Anyways, you guys know the drill. Okay, last couple of questions, and then we'll start focusing up here. Gaty, I have a question. I study finance currently, and it's know that day trading can't work, but I still somehow believe in it. But it makes it so hard if everyone you know try to prove you wrong. First of all, there's no question in there. Second of all, if you don't believe in yourself, just quit now. Bias, we're looking for high probability longs. I'm bullish today, but I don't mind going for a classic model short. I made sure the refresh rate was maxed. I did do that. Thank you very much. What's good, Gaty? What's good, Siab? You got a cut, of course. Every 2 weeks. Every second Wednesday, I get a haircut. How's your back? The pain is good. Thank you for asking. Today's game day. The pain is better, but I know it's going to hurt after the game is done. Hopefully, I can finish the game without any pain, but I know the pain's gonna come back. So I guess I have to be extra careful. I don't know. Realest advice I've ever heard, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Most people are not gonna make it trading if you don't even believe in yourself. People who believe in themselves 100% show up every single day, put their heart and soul to this every single day for years, still fail. So if you don't even believe in yourself, bro, just freaking quit now. I'm telling you, like, people put their life and soul into this. Every day they show up, they believe in themselves 100%, they work hard every single day, they do everything right, and they still fail. And you're telling me I don't believe in myself, I don't know if I should do this? Not for you. Simple answer. Either change your mindset or you don't do this. It's a competition. Believe it or not, it's a competition. Best advice for me, I'm recently injured but going to the gym. You gotta message me on Discord your injury and I'll help you. Message me on Discord. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I'm pretty good when it comes to sports medicine. Anyways, guys, we're gonna minimize the chat. We're gonna lock up here. So I'm trading my alpha accounts. I have Apex opened up as well. We'll see if we can find an execution. If you guys didn't know, quickly before we're giving away everything you see in this picture. Monitor, chair, PC. If you use my code with Alpha Futures, let me know and I'll enter you into this giveaway. Just send me a message on Discord. Hey Gatie, I use your code. If you want to send me the account name that you got the code. It's from August only. So you got an account in July. Unfortunately, that doesn't count. I'm sorry. I know that sucks, but I can't include everyone that got an account from July. If you got an account in August, let me know. Just send me a message on Discord and I'll add you into the giveaway. Otherwise, you won't be entered. Doesn't matter where you live, we'll ship it to you. Or if for some reason the shipping can just not have it to you, we'll figure out, I don't know, some sort of compensation that's worth your while. Anyways, game plan is very simple, right? Classic model short, or we look for high probability longs. We have a huge RTH gap, right? Huge RTH gap. I think that's worth annotating. This is the close. That's the open of New York Open. That's the open of New York Open. What am I talking about? All right, and then those are the opening range gap quadrants. Let's go with this color. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's quite small, but it's there. So you can see those opening range gap, the opening range gap quadrants there. In fact, I think it'll be just a little bit cleaner if I just gonna make this a little bit cleaner. I know doesn't need to be this way, but now you guys will very clearly see that this is the opening range gap. And we have our quadrants in there. So yeah, like we said, high probability classic model short or high probability longs. If we can take out, say, the high here, and then, I don't know, maybe give us an inversion, then maybe we can look for a in fact, we don't even need to mark out New York Open anymore. We're just going to mark out the opening range gap. If we take out the high and then break down, maybe we get an inversion or something. Bro, like, you're telling me, like, look at this, guys. Look, this is freaking funky. This is goofy as hell. What's up, Yoshi? If I freaking if I want to up the brightness on my monitor, I gotta use this freaking remote. Like, is this shit low-key a TV, bro? Like, what is this? I can literally click, bro, this remote, I don't know if you guys can see. It has an option for Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime Video, Samsung TV Plus. This is a fucking TV, bro. This ain't no monitor. This ain't no monitor, bro. Did I get the wrong thing? Does it matter? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah. Anyways, right now we're just going higher. That's not nothing high probability about this long. I mean, obviously we took out some sell side, started expanding, but it's not enough for me. You have that on your 4K monitor too? All right, so it's not just me. So I don't think I got the wrong thing. Good to know. I guess so, Yoshi. I'm not really sure. I honestly I don't really keep track of the top step stuff. Just have to remember when it's time to execute on Apex. Switch over to this tab here. Make sure I'm executing the micros. So yeah, that's the game plan. Oh, and then like I said, so if you guys are just coming in now, um, we have okay. This could be a good short, but not really. I mean, there's a 30-second inversion in there. I think it goes lower. Man, I've taken a lot better classic model shorts. We can just tape read a trade like this. You know, something like this. I don't know where this is gonna close. The idea is pretty simple. When we took out the short-term high, break lower slightly, 30-second inversion. I wouldn't take this because usually I want to see first presentation, right? We didn't even put in a first presentation. Am I in the 1 minute time? Candle took a really long time. So you just have to wait. Yeah, see, it's gonna probably go down to that pre-market sell side. We're able to predict moves like that, but not really a high probability, stop loss placement or entry, or kind of still floppy back and forth. A lot of wicking. So yeah, if anyone's new to the not new to the stream, but if you just came in, I'm gonna be going for a large alpha futures payout. Normally I don't go for large payouts. Usually I just go for small consistent ones. But because recently I got a couple of large like a couple of like several small ones, I'm gonna go for a big one. I mean the reason is not because I want more money. The real reason is in order for me to get 150K accounts, I have to blow these accounts that I have now. I want to get the max with Alpha. I think Alpha is a great firm. I think I've had no trouble. The payouts come in the same day. The support staff helps me within the same minute that I ask them questions. The payouts have been very easy. I think the payout rules are very easy, and that's the firm I want to get 350Ks with. I don't think it's worth it with any other firm for me personally, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna go for a large Alpha Futures payout. Not because and I might not get it. I'm not here saying like, oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna get a large payout. I may not get it. I'm gonna be increasing my risk slightly, but like I said, worst case scenario, we get to blow the accounts just like I have to anyways, and then I can get the 150Ks. Right now, I have 3 Alpha Futures funded, which is the max. And if you have 3 funded with them, you're not allowed to get any evals, or you're not allowed to get another funded. So my only solution is to blow these accounts if I want to go for 3 of the same account. I also can't even copy trade these accounts because they're different sizes, which is annoying. The only way I'd be able to copy trade them is if I just up my risk and just say, okay, let's go for a large payout, and then once we go for a large payout, whether we lose or fail, either way, by the end of that journey, I'll be able to get the 100K accounts or 150K. I mean, or at least 3 of the same account size that I can copy trade and make my life a lot easier. So that's the game plan. So probably gonna abandon the classic model short narrative, just because it should have probably formed by now. So I'm not saying I'm abandoning it going lower. Now the game plan is just look for high probability longs. Usually like classic model, you give it around 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, maybe if we get a first presentation and then we come up, take the high, break down, Sure, maybe we can find that high probability short. We got a first presentation in there. I don't really like that color, if I'm being honest. That's way cleaner. Yeah, let's go with that. But like, yeah, maybe if we, you know, take out that high, we come inverse first presentation. Okay, we can argue that's a classic model short. Stop somewhere there. Target pre-market sell side. Sure, wouldn't mind that. Looks like we're gonna take that pre-market high out right now. But like I said, I think now it's already taken too long to present that classic model short. So we're just gonna look for high probability longs. All-time high is the draw. I don't think it necessarily needs to be hit today, but it's the draw. So we'll start working towards, those levels. We have an old new day opening gap right here. That's quite significant in my opinion. So I'm gonna annotate. Is it an old new week or new day? So we see closing price there, opening price there. That's an old gap. I'm just gonna mark it with very faint dotted lines, just because it's the next level on the daily chart. So I think we can get there. Pre-market buy side has been taken. I'm gonna remove that annotation. Now we just wait and see. I mean, again, I want to see it come lower, right? So we can find a higher probability long. Or stands for opening range gap. And to be honest, I mean, yeah, when price is, let me teach you guys something real quick. When price is really bullish, you don't see it come back to the opening range gap, which means we're probably just gonna, stay premium the entire day. So it might be kind of hard to find a high probability long. I mean, if this is your low of session, which you could potentially anticipate, maybe we can get a protraction model from first presentation. Maybe we can find a high probability protraction model here. Target that old new day opening gap, partial there, maybe 50%. So maybe we'll give it a chance. I mean, if we get an inversion out of here, I think that's a high enough probability trade. Kind of shooting for a long shot there, but I would prefer it come lower. I would prefer, just to make it very clear, I would prefer something like this. That would be A plus. Just not quite sure it's gonna happen, but we'll see. First presentation, trading into that now. We inversed it by 1 tick. Looks like we may get that sell side actually, but we'll see. Still annotated over there. Now, like, see, this is what I wanted to see like 5 minutes ago. And if this is what I saw 5 minutes ago, I'd be entering short right now based on the premise that we got the shift on ES, took out pre-market highs, pre-market lows are still there. This is what I would have wanted to see. But now, the risk reward isn't the best. You put the stop there and you don't even get, 2R. It's not a bad trade. Maybe you can put your stop here and finesse a 1.75. Maybe, it's finessable for 2. Just not the most room to work with. Is it a classic model short? I mean, the criteria is there. The Criteria is there. I think this can go lower to the pre-market sell side. But like I said, it's already been 15 minutes into the session. We're forming that 4-hour gap, which is pre-market sell side currently. Still needs 15 minutes to form. I wouldn't mind a protraction model short out of here. You know, finish off the 30-minute power of 3, taking out the sell side. If we get a nice retracement and then a nice OB, I wouldn't mind that at all with the first presentation confluence targeting the pre-market sell side, and then we look for the reversal. I wouldn't mind that because that'd actually be high probability with such a strong draw like pre-market sell side. I wouldn't mind that, but like I said, the overall game plan's high probability long, so we'll see. We'll have to give it some time. It's probably gonna make one more stab in there. Three tops into that first presentation. Some people are definitely in short now. Yeah, and you see that. Very nice though. First presentation, one tick, two taps, goes. Probably pre-market sell side taking here. Just make sure we have the annotation on ES. ES already took out pre-market sell side, yeah. Oh yeah, I did. I've already talked about that. We did leave this low here from London though. Pretty clean equal lows on ES, so we'll see if most likely that'll be taken out. We're about to get it shortly. Pretty volatile. Pretty volatile. It's moving fast. You know. And if there was more risk to reward here, we could have taken this. But like I said, it's just not quite good enough. Like this is best case scenario stop loss for me. So best case scenario, it's a 1.33R. That's not enough. It's not enough for me. So we'll just wait. No problem waiting. There's the pre-market sell side. So we can probably look for higher probability longs now. So we can talk about discounted rates that we would expect to be held. Let's remove the opening range gap high. Actually, let's remove that. Yeah, we don't need that. Pre-market sell side engaged. Sell stops ran. 30-minute, hourly. We are currently inside that hourly right now. Hard to say whether or not it'll hold. ES is actually in the discount hourly right here. We have a pretty significant SMT, so we're in long criteria. I mean, even a CISD here, I feel like I could trust. If we get a bullish order block out of this, I would be able to trust that, to be honest. We took the pre-market sell side, maybe higher time frame SMT. You know, we're inside that hourly fair value gap that, you know, maybe necessarily this one stays a breakaway. And then this is used to deliver the, you know. Let's see if we get that. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm like falling in love with this monitor. I really never thought that it'd be such a big difference between 4K and not 4K. Alright, so we're below at least 8:30 open. We're below 9:30 open. I don't know where midnight is. Midnight's all the way down there. Probably not expecting that. Like we said, not expecting too much lower inside that opening range gap. So, you know, if we get that CISD, we can potentially expect this to stay open. I mean, this low to stay safe. We'll see. I mean, this is obviously assuming we have the right bias. But I think we do. We'll see. I'm not gonna lie, last 2 days we had the wrong bias though, so always stay humble. If we get that order block, I mean that's a no hesitation entry. Right? That's all criteria met. All criteria met. We'll see. If we enter off the order block, stop would be around 28 points. That's 60 a micro. Be around an 8 micro trade. What? Yeah, I'm just switching out. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to make the switch now quickly in the annotations. We didn't quite get the order block there just yet. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Bear with me as I catch up my annotations here. So obviously we want to get a decent fill on this trade. You know, I guess we can get the stop away with here. If we get the entry here, I mean, that's 1.27. That's 2.2 R. Not the happiest with it. We might have to wait for it to tick down slightly. And 1.4 R on the first partial. Let's see if this can tick down. Maybe a first presentation fill, and we take that. I need a better risk to reward opportunity on the trade. I can't take it at like 1. Not enough. It's just not good enough. Not good enough for me. It can maybe tick down into that first presentation. Give us somewhat of a better fill. I mean, ES hasn't even shifted yet, so let's be a little bit patient in trying to get a better entry. We could put the stop here. All right, we're gonna hover the buy button. It's coming down pretty aggressively, so I'm just gonna wait a bit. Trade into that bullish for value gap, and we'll take the entry there. Hello. Click to buy. I don't know if it went. Okay. I clicked buy a lot earlier, to be honest, but it didn't go through. All right, so we're in. Stop loss would be, you know, for now, we're going to have a hard stop here. But realistically, it's going to be, you know, probably somewhere just slightly higher. And pretty simple, right? We'll look to take partials on this trade. Basically, the narrative is I don't want to see this order block get invalidated. So if we have to get a precise stop loss here, maybe as long as we cover 50%. Stop at 582. Good cover. You know, 584.5. Call it. I like where it is at right now. And then we'll look to see, man. We can get maybe a partial inside that new day opening gap. Obviously, we have the buy, you know, the double purge set up here. So we'll see if we can get that buy stop. I bring the stop here onto 591. So slightly reducing my risk. Basically expecting this to be somewhat of a breakaway. So, so if that's a breakaway, we can drop the stop right down to the low of it at 590. Now we just wait, right? Now we're simply going to wait to see if we can get a protraction model long. If we can get a protraction model long, then we can just, reduce our risk. Say we close above 953 high. If we can close above here, we can actually just drop the stop all the way here on ES. So we'll see. Just have to kind of wait for that protraction model. Right now we can't touch our stop loss. Strong candle there. Coming with a lot of volatility. I just saw that open and absolutely rip. Looks like we'll put an SMT at that 946 low. So we take out this low here now. If we can close above the down close candle, we can drop the stop to that most recent short-term low. It's going to be kind of wonky with it, but nonetheless, it's the same idea. So 2-minute fair value gap trading into it there. Whoa, there it goes. Strong fair value gap. That wasn't a news release, was it? Just double check here. We're not holding to news or anything. A lot of volatility in this market. I don't see anything. Nothing red folder at least. So, all right, see if we can get our first partial inside that new day. See this low right here, 605. That low sits right at it's actually 606. We're gonna drop that stop loss right to 605.75. Now this partial will cover costs because of the partial. So let's adjust that to 6. Right, that partial is simply to cover costs because our stop loss is not break even. So why the execution's not showing here? We'll show the executions after. I mean, I guess I can quickly. So small execution there. This covers my risk. So obviously the stop's not break even yet. It's at this low, which is fine, but we got to cover that. And I think that the 25% partial there covers that for the most part. Yeah, and we'll see. Can we get that new day opening gap? We could even grade it if we really wanted to. Looks like we will probably get that old new day opening gap. And now all we have to do is, scale our stop as another protraction model forms. If NQ is going to reach into this new day opening gap, I think ES can also take out the buy side here at 940. Right now, there's an SMT. Is what I'm trying to say. There's currently an SMT right here. Like this. So I'm a little bit cautious, but if we're bullish, ES should reach that level, right? So what can I do is my next partial, I wait for that. And I don't have to actually partial at that new day opening gap level. I can actually just wait. So see that when we didn't need to put our stop all the way down here because, when you can anticipate the breakaway gap, then you can just keep the stop. I don't really put it at the high of the breakaway gap at like 601. I had it at the bottom because sometimes you see like a quick tap. So I like to cover the bottom of the breakaway, at least the one that you're expecting to be a breakaway. Oh, I just realized everyone's saying it's lagging a shit ton, huh? Encoding overload. Turning down. Try turning down. Huh. Is it still lagging? Is TikTok lagging? Maybe the recording here. I'll end the recording. Encoding over. It's probably because I'm recording in 4K now, right? So I have two streams open and I'm recording in 4K. Probably should have done a test run. How's the stream now? I think what happened, I think it was just too much. I mean, I got a notification. I just realized. I think it might be better now. I don't know. It says, in fact, we can bring the stop up here to 629. If it closes above here. I was streaming, so I'm streaming in 4K. Wait a minute, I don't need to stream in 4K. I can just record in 4K. I don't need to stream in 4K. Do I need to stream in 4K? It's much better. Guys, what happened was I'm streaming in 4K. I'm also recording in 4K, and I'm also streaming on TikTok in 4K. So I think it was too much. It said my encoder got but I don't need to stream in 4K because it's not like I'm cropping anything down on YouTube. So I think we're fine, actually. I don't think I'll have to end the TikTok streams going forward. I think why am I even streaming in 4K? Doesn't even make sense. I don't know if you guys were able to see the executions. I know it was super laggy there. But overall, I mean, let's go back and break down the pre-market sell side taken. We got the order block. I got my entry. Pretty decent fill. I wanted ES to take the buy side here, but it got a strong rejection, so I took the partial here. I actually meant to take the partial here, but it never went through. I clicked the button, it never went through. So we're kind of just stuck with what we got. Hopefully, we can respect this fair value gap and continue higher. But who knows? You know, if we can close above here, that would be a bullish order block. Then we could potentially keep going higher. Bump the stop here. 624. Like scaling on the account alpha. Yeah, so we get the bullish order block there. Yeah, I don't know. My apologies, guys. I guess if anyone does anyone know for sure? Does anyone know that is streaming in 4K? Does that even do anything? I know I need to record in 4K, but do I need to stream in 4K on YouTube? Does it even make any difference whatsoever? I don't think so. Because you guys can't watch it in 4K. Like we'll get the stop out there. And there's the final position up. So, I mean, I'll have to figure this out later. We may look for a re-entry opportunity. 5 minute, 4 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 15 minute, 10 minute. There is really nothing clear whatsoever, if I'm being honest. So unfortunately, we don't get a clean run. ES is kind of lagging, if we're being honest. ES, put in an SMT right here. I don't know if I would take this order block, but I mean, we'll see if we get it. We already formed a really nice candle here at 10:06 and then failed. But ES did take out the low. So we have an SMT here. I'm going to have to figure it out. Orchid candle is not worth it. I fixed it. I think if I click recording again, if I click start recording, guys, so the reason it started getting laggy is because I started recording my screen. That's why it started getting laggy. And I think if I click record again, it'll start lagging again. I can stream right now, streaming in 4K. It doesn't seem to have any significant issues. But once I start recording my screen as well, which is also in 4K, it's also it's an issue, right? It's an issue. So I think, I don't know. I'll ask ChatGPT. I don't want to have to end TikTok streaming on TikTok. But hold on. If I'm not mistaken, can someone clarify this for me? If I stream in 4K, can't I just go back? Can't I just go back to the YouTube stream and then record my screen watching it? It would also be 4K, wouldn't it be? I don't have to record it while I'm streaming. Am I wrong or am I right or am I wrong? Can you watch in 4K on YouTube? Just don't let it happen again, pal. It's not an internet issue, guys. It was my encoder. It wasn't an internet issue. I got the message on OBS saying I over encoded my, I don't know, my CPU or something. It's just too much 4K shit going on. Too much 4K shit. I would need like a supercomputer, I think. I would need like a supercomputer in order to run. Yeah, I'm using NVENC. I'll just ask ChatGPT what's the best thing to do. Overall, I mean, good trade there. We didn't get much. We didn't really get any higher that we were hoping for, but starting to look pretty range bound. So I think we managed pretty well. Game plan is the same. High probability longs. You see that 4-hour gap? Yeah, that's our next candidate for a high probability long. So I'm still here with the same bias, and I'll have to look for a re-entry. In fact, let's just annotate that low. And I guess we can annotate it as so. So yeah, I don't mind looking for a re-entry. Best trade would be, something like this. If that happens, probably be able to trust that long and take an execution again. We manage our trades pretty well there, though. Pretty good. Solid trade executions. Okay, if I quickly ask ChatGPT. So, I'm streaming on TikTok. TikTok's 1920, I think. 1080. Streaming on YouTube, 4K. It's all fine. Once I started recording my screen in 4K, by the way, I'm trading, it started lagging hard. video and audio encoder overloaded. Any tips? My main goal is to get 4K clips. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Okay, let me quickly make sure I'm using the NVEC or whatever. Yes, video encoder is NVEC. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I think I have a 5060 GPU. I think the best solution is two options. After today, I'll go back to YouTube and look at the stream. If I can just clip it from YouTube when I'm watching, although I don't really want to do that. Someone said I could just download the whole stream in 4K. I mean, that's gonna be a big ass file, but I can just delete it after. Why is every session seek and destroy? It's August, bro. August. No, I don't. I just need to clip like a little portion. Like, even if I just clip the last 30 seconds, for example, I just want to see that my main goal is to get clean clips. When I'm recording, I want to be in capturing 4K quality. That's the damn. Why am I bearish? That's the only goal. Man, I told you guys Amazon. No, actually, I didn't tell you guys Amazon stock. I'm a liar. I didn't tell you guys that. What are we trading at here? Chipotle stock. Why does a partial count as a trade? It does count as every platform. Every platform, it'll count as a trade. I mean, think about it, Yoshi. Like, what if you just did that and then, like, for example, you like hypothetically never closed? Would it just count that you never? It's an exit. It's just a trade from two micros. Like, if you enter 8, you're opening up a trade. If you're closing, that also counts as an exit, right? Every buy or sell is one trade. Every time you buy, you're in a trade. Every time you sell, you're in a trade. You had your lockout settings. I mean, that does suck. That sucks. You might have to remove that lockout setting and then just maybe find another way to hold yourself accountable. Maybe max loss limit. Different strategy. I'm always trading the power of 3. You can give me any 15-minute candle, any hourly candle, any session. This is what I was talking about. Like, I only trade 9:30 to 11, not because my model only works 9:30 to 11. I trade the power of 3. You can give me any market, and as long as I can identify a clear draw on liquidity, all I need is a clear draw. I need to anticipate expansion, and I need a candle opening price. That's all I need. Any hour. I mean, 15 minutes kind of extreme. It's probably more ultra scalping. But the models, and if you actually look in the fine print of my models, it doesn't actually say like 9:30 open. It doesn't say 9:30 open. It says PO3 candle open because it doesn't matter what time. I personally just trade 9:30 to 11:30 because usually you have the most range expansion from that time. So if I'm going to devote 2 hours of my life every single day, I would prefer to choose those 2 hours. But it doesn't mean you're restricted to those 2 hours. I can trade any hour realistically. And we're going to look for another long. So let's update the game plan for those who are, maybe they're tuning in, they missed the first trade. Game plan is still high probability long. Like I said, if all-time highs in the crosshairs, we're looking for that. We're looking for that. New day opening gap, you want to call it the rejection blocks here. This is not the rejection block. Closing price, opening price, ETH. If you go back in time, you'll see the new day opening gap there. So just me getting a nice partial. Why did I mark this out today? Because I have two levels. This and all-time highs. If you want to get precise, you can grade the wick 50%. Okay, sure, you have another one, but there's nothing else on the daily chart. So I'm going to mark that out. I don't trade rejection. I mean, I don't enter off a rejection block. No, if that's what you're asking. I can use a higher time frame rejection block to frame a high probability long or short, but no, I don't use the rejection block for entry. We took one trade today. We hit I don't know how much R this was, but we hit significant partial, I guess. We took off 75%, and the rest was stopped in slight profit. So probably like 1 point something R. Still looking for another long setup. ES is inside that 4 hour. ES is inverting that 4 hour. Crazy. The microphone I use is my computer. Is that what it sounds like? I use a Blue Yeti. Does the microphone sound like decent, guys? Bro, are you greedy? This guy said 1.2 R trade is not enough for 1 month of losing streak. It's break even for me. Bro, who do you think you are, bro? What? 1.2 R is not enough for me. I have a solution, bro. Become a good trader, bro. What type of comment is that, bro? You think I'm trading for you? I'm trading for me, bro. Trading for me, man. What did I miss? Took one long, 75% partial. And now we're looking for another long. I'm gonna be honest, looking for another long. So let me actually minimize chat here and we'll focus up because I am looking for another long. My trading is not finished. Still looking for another setup. But if anyone, I guess I'll figure out, why stream got laggy there. I'll figure it out after. I'm pretty sure if I click recording again, it's going to lag again. So maybe I'll do a test run stream. I have to do one. Anyway, what I'm looking for is very simple. Best case scenario, 1030. Best case scenario, 1030. Something like that. And ES left equal highs. If that doesn't happen, probably wrong bias. Is it wrong bias? We moved up. So far, the biggest portion of the move was higher. We'll see. I don't wanna wake up in reality. 2020 vision. Congratulations, brother. You forget that 4 hour gap. No shame in the PM. I'll probably test run right after I set everything up. I'm on a 7 fat trade losing streak. Blew my evals and funds part of the game. That's okay. You're right, Sieb. You're right. You're right, but the shop is getting to me, bro. It's boring. It's boring. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. 4 hour gap is there. See if we can get anything. The thing is about this, yeah, sure, it's a 4 hour gap. Look at ES taking out London lows and Asia lows. Pretty decoupled, if you ask me. Like, is this NASDAQ bullishness or is this, we're just weak? There's the 4 hour fair value gap. This would be the order block that I would require to see a high probability long. Yeah, I mean, hold on. If I go to 1080, is there really any quality difference between 1080 looks pretty good. If you have a 1080 monitor, it's going to look the exact same. So I don't need to stream in 4K. There is absolutely no point in me streaming in 4K. Yeah. But hopefully that's fine with you guys. I mean, I was streaming in 4K all this time. I think it's fine if I stream to you guys on YouTube in 4K. I mean, TikTok stream is still 4K because TikTok doesn't even allow you to do more than 4K. 1920. So should be fine. Right? Hopefully you guys are fine with that. And then in that case, we can, continue recording in 4K. Yeah, max is 1480, but you would need a 1480 monitor to be able to view it in 1480. Most people, I think, are only watching in 1920 1080. So I might as well stream in 1920 1080. Is there a reason you want your clips to be in 4K? When I show you the difference of a clip that was recorded in 4K versus recorded in 1080p, you'll understand why. It's a huge difference. Huge difference. My clips on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram are very blurry. I did a test run yesterday, I did a little like paper trade, um, and I recorded it in 4K. Then I clipped it. The quality was so much better. It's not even close. It's not even close. So definitely want to be recording my clips in 4K. Um, Even when I do a YouTube video, I want it to be in 4K. Some people keep asking me, "Where's my stop, bro? What stop? We're not in a trade right now. We took one long. I'm looking for a potentially re-entry long, and that's it. That's the game plan, right? Signs of bullish order flow would be this inversion. I need the order block to execute this model, so I can't do anything until we get the order block, and that's it. That's the game plan. That's the game plan. So if we get this order block, we'll execute. The 50-point stop. That's 100 a micro. It's gonna have to be around a 3 micro trade if we get it. We could try to anticipate the order block, but like say we get the inversion, could be enough. Go a little bit early. Doing the 30-second or something. Yeah, I mean the 30-second CISD is there. Let's just see. I don't mind waiting for the order block because that's 1.5 R. Stop doesn't even have to be there. If we get the OB, stop can go to like here. So that's 2R and then old and dog high. So we'll see if we get it. Yeah, I mean, we'll give it a chance. We'll see. Doesn't look like it's going to form the order block anyways. I mean, it's going straight down. Let me bring that folder there. So now we have to wait for the potential breaker. So if we get something like that, we can execute that instead. See if it forms. Just staying patient. Patiently waiting. So for those of you who don't know, I don't know if you guys are joining late. I'm gonna go for a large alpha futures payout. Two main reasons. Um, the main reason is I need to get 3 accounts that are the same size, and right now I have 3 funded with alpha futures, and I can't get new accounts unless I blow the ones that I have. But I don't want to just blow 3 fundeds, especially ones that I've had for quite a while. I think that's just a waste. So I'm gonna just go for a large payout. This will increase the chance I blow them, because obviously if I'm just continuously, I'll be scaling, increasing my risk, trying to go for a larger payout. I may risk blowing the account at a higher percentage, higher probability chance of me blowing the account. But it's kind of a win-win. So either I get a bigger payout or I get I blow my accounts, and in which case I can just get the accounts that I want. So that's the game plan. If we get the CISD here, 38-point stop, 70, around 4 micros on this, we'll take it. We will take it. SMT, 4-hour bullish fair value gap. I've been bullish the entire day. We get the order block, strong candle perhaps. Small inversion in there as well if it forms. We'll also form the breaker if we close above the body. We haven't yet, but we might. So small inversion in there. We need to see the order block to execute. Otherwise, no trade. 70 points. 70 times 3 is 280. So, I mean, it's be around 3 micros on this account, actually. We have to get the OB, though. 1030 power of 3. 1030 opens. Trades down. we can close back above, we have a nice long setup. If this candle comes up here and closes above, I'd probably give that around an A+. It looks like it's falling short. I'm just not really seeing the signatures that I would want to see right now. But now, let's see, now we have pretty bearish order flow. But we're inside that 4 hour. If there's ever a time, it's that 4 hour. There's an old 4 hour high here. We'll see. I'll still give it a chance. We'd only be risking some profits, so it's not the world's biggest deal. See if this candle can come up here. If it doesn't form now, I'm going to wait for a protraction model. All right. Remember, the game plan was high probability longs. The setup is good. The setup's not even forming, actually. But the idea is good. The setup is not forming with high probability. Like, this shouldn't be taking 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes for a 33-point CISD. Just not it. But the SAT's there. Let's quickly glance at the YM. Oh. The YM is nowhere to be found. Let's just not even look at that. No point. It's a risky trade, but the 5-minute looks good. Maybe we just drop the risk down to 2. Yeah, it's just not forming. So we're not going to take the reversal model here. It just took too long to form. I'll wait for a protraction. So if it reverses and then comes down and gives us another leg, I'll take that. But now, it just took too long to form. I no longer really trust it. This looks like it's going to redistribute lower, perhaps. This looks like a reaccumulation. You can kind of see it, when you look closely. You don't have to look closely, to be honest. You can just see it. So I think that bullish narrative might be kind of killed. And I don't really have a drawn liquidity lower. On that hourly, 50% of the 4 hour, sure. Nothing high probability, though. The thing is, I don't really expect ES to go any lower. Like, if we were to start moving higher now, I can actually trust this being low of day on ES. I don't know. It's a tough one. Because we have the higher time frame SMT as well with Asia lows. Our flow's just been so bearish. 30-minute PO3. Obviously, this would be the breaker. But I'm just going to annotate the highest candle of it. What's the difference of just going for bigger payouts with bigger risk? It's just going to take longer. Like, I don't want to spend 1 month going for a big payout and then I don't get it and I just wasted 1 month. But I asked Alpha Futures and they told me I have to breach the account. So I don't think I'll get banned for blowing my account on purpose. I mean, I'm not blowing it on purpose. I am going for the big payout just because I don't think it's worth it to blow an account. And it's not just one account, it's 3. I don't think it's worth it to blow 3 accounts for no reason. So far, W. Why are you going for a big one? The reason I'm going for a big payout on Alpha Futures is because I have 3 accounts that I want to blow. The reason I want to blow my 3 funded accounts is because I want to get larger account sizes. I want to get at least 100K accounts with Alpha Futures. You know what? I just want to get 3 of the same account. That's what I really want. I have 3 accounts with Alpha that I cannot copy trade because they're all different. I had a 50K because I never blew them. So it makes my world a little bit difficult. So what do? Do I purposely breach my accounts and then get the new ones? Or do I just go for a large payout, risk a little bit more? Um, and yeah, I may blow the account, but even if I blow the account, it's a win-win, right? So I think that's just the easiest game plan. Right now, I mean, we're up on all the accounts. We're up on all the accounts. It's not like they're close to being blown. We have full, drawdown available on these accounts, all 3 of them. But like I said, it's not ideal. It's not ideal to be copy trading. I can't even copy trade them. And they're also, I want larger account sizes. So I see the breaker forming. The strong breaker, man. Strong breaker. I have to wait for a protraction model. There's no way it should be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes to form. That's too long. I said high probability longs. This is not a high probability long. So what am I going to do? I'm going to wait for a protraction model. That's it. That's the game plan. Unless, I mean, or, maybe wait for an extra tier confirmation, say this inversion. Did we get above 50% of it at least? We did close above 50%. Mm-hmm. Well, good thing I didn't take that long, right? It's a probability scenario. Is it the model form? Yeah. But you got to use a little bit of common sense. Do you want to take a model that took 9 minutes to form? It was only 30 points away. And at this point, it was only like 10 points away. So I'm going to wait and make sure that, I'm executing a high probability trade. Now, I really like what the 30-minute PO3 is looking like here. This candle, I think it really can flip. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, it's just accumulating. We still have the 1050 macro. This reversal might even happen in lunch. I don't get no sleep because of y'all. Good shit, Roger. Proud of you, bro. Appreciate you, Jack Evans. It hit the inflection point, go short. I don't trade that. Isn't that a breaker on the 1 hour for the downside? Probably. If this closes bearish, then yep, we get the bearish CISD plus the breaker. But it doesn't matter. I'm still bullish higher time frame. I mean, you can't tell me people see this and think, yeah, it's not going to come for this high. Probably, the probability is there. It's going to come for this all-time high most likely. There's that new day opening gap, by the way. It's probably going to come up for that all-time high eventually. Maybe not today. And maybe not tomorrow. But one day, no, I'm joking. I mean, I'm not joking, right? It's likely to reach for that new day opening gap. Order flow is definitely bullish, higher time frame, lower time frame. Right now, it's moving lower. But that's why we're looking for high probability longs, right? That's it. Just high probability longs. So 1050 macro is approaching. I think lunch could give us a reversal here since it's been pretty one-sided. Morning session lower. So we shall see. We shall see. Like I said, though, I'm not going to be taking any reversal model. I'm going to be waiting for a protraction. Why did you change your mind about getting 100K accounts? I didn't change my mind. Don't you think there'll be one last manipulation? What I teach is very simple. If we consolidate and we're bullish, and then all of a sudden we get the expansion, I don't expect it to come back. If we do get the manipulation below, well, then we just trade that instead. You don't have to predict. I would prefer one more leg lower in this case. I don't need it though. What's your protraction model? Can you explain briefly? Why isn't this opening, bro? Piss me off. I'll show you, bro. This is a protraction model. No, right there. Just one of my models. What do I think of Top Step? I think they're pretty good. Top Step's pretty good. So we're 5 minutes from the macro. Holding in on our last opportunity here. See if it wants to present us a high probability long setup before the before our session is done. I feel like my instincts, my intuition tells me that we're just gonna start going like, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know. My instinct tells me that we're just gonna start pumping out of nowhere, and it wouldn't really be out of nowhere. It would just be smart money accumulating below these lows, or algorithmic buying, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully we get a protraction model out of there. You could buy this. You definitely could buy this. I won't be buying this. Like I said, protraction model for me. So if we close above here, I'll go long. Holy shit. If anyone went long there, I'm actually so sorry. That would suck at. Did anyone go long there? Did anyone long that inversion? Because if so, you're probably really upset right now. And I'm sorry for you. It is what it is. I went, yes. I was so close, was about to. 5 seconds, stopped out. Looks like some people went long there. Thank God I was going to wait for a retracement. Yeah, that's why I usually wait a couple seconds as well. Stopped out. I should use my own boss. I'm gonna crash out. Are you profitable? I mean, I make more than I put in. If that's what it takes. I went in with 10 evals. I put my son's college fund into that one. I was waiting for that inversion the whole time. If you have to put, I was waiting for it the whole time at the end of the sentence, and that's how you know it's probably not the best trade setup. Bro, I'm telling you, Lori, that's low-key a cheat code. Just those couple seconds. Like, imagine you were like, oh, it inversed. Buy. All you have to do was wait 1 second. This candle didn't even tick up. It only went down. Opened and went all the way. It just waited 1 second to just see what the next candle open did. We'll probably take out this low. And I don't mind looking for a long if we get it. There is like an hourly in here or something. Yeah. I'll just annotate that a little bit cleaner than the 4 hour. I have to zoom in there. So, I mean, you guys already know, hopefully by this point, we get the order block. That's a good long. 1050 macro, discount FEG. Took out the low. I don't know if we touched it or not. I don't really care. We took out the low here. We're inside the 4 hour. First signs of bullish order flow would be this inversion. See if we get that. And that won't be enough for me to click buy. I'll actually have to see it close above 2558. If we close above 2558, we can put the stop here at the body and look for a potential run. If we do execute this trade, TR fills around here, 40 point, that's 80. Yeah, it'll be around a 3 micro trade. Yeah, 3 micro trade. I'm going to quickly glance at the 30-second. So we got the 30-second CISD. So I think if we get this inversion, I'm going to actually execute it a little bit aggressively. It's just too many good confluences on this trade. So if we get the inversion, I'll execute. If not, I'll wait for the LB. And I can't record, unfortunately. So I'm just going to wait a couple seconds to see what the next candle does. See how it's immediately going down? I was already going to wait for the LB, so I might as well wait a couple seconds to just see what this next candle does. Is it going to immediately rip like this one? Look at ES, it didn't invert. So I'm not going to expect immediate speed right off this candle. Just going to wait. Worst case, I wait for the LB. Is it that bad of a fill? It's 12 points. It's not a big deal. Okay, if the RR drops a little bit, it's not the biggest deal. We never got the 1 minute CISD. I see the immediate rebalance here. If we come now and close above, that's really bullish, in my opinion. If this wicks and closes above, that's really bullish. If not, it's probably done. Probably a dead session for longs at least. See how just waiting a couple seconds made the world's difference there? Now, there's a specific time where you don't want to wait. You actually just want to get in. There is a time and place. It's not here. It wasn't that set up. Looks pretty bearish now. Yeah. Probably done. This probably continues lower. Hard to say till where. I don't know if we're going to get London lows. I personally don't. London lows, huh? London lows means we're trading all the way through this 4 hour, and I'm not really convinced that's going to happen. I don't want to marry my bias too much. No body SMT. YM is just... YM hasn't seen anything green. Oh my god, that classic model on YM is clean. And the protraction there at 942. That's fucking clean. Wow. Anyways. I think it's dead, guys. I think it's dead. I don't even know if it's going to go higher or lower at this point. It may not even go anywhere. I think it's going to happen in lunch. Plus 50 to minus 800. Yeah, it happens. Shorts are more valid. I would never go down the route of more valid. If you see both sides, it means you don't have a clear draw. And you should probably just wait. Like, don't say, oh, I see longs and shorts, but shorts are better. If you see longs and shorts, it's not good. Yeah. We're almost at the 25% mark. This is stream 22 out of 100. I mean, this is being sent to Doom, it looks like. What's the daily chart looking like? Yeah, I mean, listen, I wouldn't expect this. I don't anticipate this 4 hour to inverse. The reason is if it inverses, it means we're probably going to get a 4 hour CISD. And if we get that, it means we're not really likely to take out the all-time high, which I think that narrative is pretty low probability. So I'm anticipating this 4 hour to hold. Now, if we get the 4 hour CISD, that's different. I mean, in fact, ES actually looks really clear. And that's what kind of makes this a little bit harder. Is ES simply went into the 4 hour SIBI. I don't know if you guys can see my second monitor, but ES went into the 4 hour SIBI and it just closed below. And with this narrative, it's coming for this low. Pretty self-explanatory. But NQ does not look like that. Right? In fact, ES NQ inverted this, SIBI. Closed above, trading at around the 50% level now. I'm talking about this. Closed above. Now we're trading into there. I think it holds. If I'm being honest, I think it holds. And then you think my YouTube is glitching because I don't move for 20 seconds? Yeah, it's funny. It's hard to trust. I don't think I would execute it, but hypothetically speaking, if we just got the breaker, say something like that, you could go ahead and try the long, but it looks like it's gone. I think ES is just the weaker asset, and NQ is going to lead with ES. There's just such a divergence between the pairs. Look at YM. YM is at previous day's lows. While NQ on the daily is doing its own thing. I mean, hey, we took a win today, so we can't really complain. We followed everything, and we had the wrong draw overall for the session, it looks like. Looks like return to midnight is pretty likely at this point. But we took a win. Let's go back and see, would we have taken shorts, hypothetically speaking. The CISD here is really weak in my opinion. So for me to take a short here, it's low probability. Because the CISD is weak. Like, that's the CISD, look how long that took. And then there's no really clean protraction model. So I'm going to be honest, I don't even think I would have. Maybe here, the 5-minute trades in at 10.15. Closes below here. If I was really bearish towards midnight open, you could argue this protraction model. I don't think I would ever take that, though. Not knowing there was an SMT there and stuff. So overall, looks like the draw was lower. We took the one win here. It was a good trade. Discount. Premium. Target the new day opening gap. Look at that 25%, by the way. Oh, that's clean. That's clean, right? Right into 25% of that new day opening gap. This looks similar to yesterday. Except it was the opposite, right? Yesterday did something like this. Something like that or something. Looks pretty similar. I think the reversal might happen later. But it's hard to... How do you deal with taking bad trades? I try not to take bad trades. I do sometimes take bad trades. Sometimes I take a trade and I'm like, oh shit, I know that one was bad. Like, I know this trade is not good. What do? I mean, I'm not losing much when I lose, so. How do I deal with it? I just try to do better next time. I know that this specific trade I took, like if I take a trade today, it literally means nothing in the grand scheme things of my profitability. Now, you can't say that every single day. Oh, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. You have to take accountability. Listen, you know what? I actually fuck with you guys. And I'm not saying this because I want you guys to watch my YouTube video. I don't care about the views. I really don't. I mean, I like views, but genuinely, guys, if you want to improve your psychology, I'm not joking. I'm not joking you. Go to my YouTube channel and watch the most two recent videos. Psychology Mastery Step 1 and Step 2. Accountability is first, discipline is second. I tell you what you can do to be accountable and disciplined. Not just talk about what it is. Like, I tell you what I do, what I think you can do, what people who are better than me suggest. And if you want to improve your psychology, I highly recommend you watch these two videos, because that's where I think is a good place to start. I'm not trying to gas myself up too much, but they're really good videos. Arguably my best video on my YouTube channel. So, they're not long videos. It's 10 minutes. 10-minute video. Gatie, what was the biggest tip or something that changed that improved your trading besides psychology? Besides psychology, not much, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You get to a point where you realize it really has nothing to do with the model and everything to do with everything else. It would be 11 a.m. You get to a point where you realize that. But I will say something that really, really helped me was sitting down at my computer and saying, okay, let's sit down, put all my thoughts together, and make a freaking model that I can trust and study. Once I did that, then I started seeing, better consistency. Not necessarily better results, but consistent results. Consistent results is what you want to aim for. Even if you lose consistently, it's not really the worst thing in the world. Because if you're consistently losing, that means you can go back and study what you're why are you losing, and you can improve. But if you lose and then you win and every trade is different and you don't have a clear model, there's no consistency, how the hell are you going to improve? The best analogy I can say is like, say you have a jump shot in basketball and you change it every time. How the hell are you going to improve? You'll never be able to. You'll never say, oh, okay, I just need a little bit more lift, or I just need a little bit more, higher release. Like, you'll never improve. You simply will never improve. So you have to be consistent. And if you're consistently losing, at least it's consistency. Consistency is consistency. This is a reversal model forming here. If it closes above, I don't think I would take it. I see it. It has to close above here for me to even qualify it as, meeting criteria. I like this continuing here a little bit cleaner. I mean, it's been dumping the entire session. If it didn't reverse here, why would it reverse here? Deeper discount? Sure, maybe. I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, we didn't even get to CISD. I think its session is dead, if I'm being honest. How long have you been trading for? For me, it's been about 2 years, brother. 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. TP, my current 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. Nice, good luck, bro. Wouldn't that be consolidation, manipulation, and distribution? Right here? Yes. I'm gonna screenshot you for voodoo. I don't know what that means. Fake account just added me. Yes, that's fake account. Be careful. We took one trade today. We did win today. We will trade PM session. Guys, we were on a freaking roll with PM session. Freaking roll. I haven't lost a PM session trade in a really long time. How long did it take for you to be profitable? If I'm being honest, I feel like I never really had an unprofitable phase. But it depends what your definition of profitability is. I mean, I always made more money than I put in. I had some break-even months. I had some losing, not a lot of losing months. It's hard to be losing months with prop firms, but to be honest, I feel like I was pretty good off the rip. Put a lot of work in, and when I went in, I was ready. I did a lot of improving. My trading has improved. I had a lot of break-even months, but we did well. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. Take care, TP. Enjoy, bro. TP5, that's such a good name. That's such a cool name, bro. TP5. That's cool. Midnight Open's almost there. Midnight Open's almost there. Yo, shout out Yoshi. Yoshi, you always on the right side, bro. You always on the right side. Would you ever look into paying clippers like on WAP to make them post clips on their own accounts? You drop a lot of sauce and it seems that could do well on social media. If I was making a lot of money, sure. I could just do it myself. Minus 800 on market order so fast for a little over reserve something on. Minus 800. I market order so fast it was over risked, then it stop loss because of daily loss limit, not because it hit my stop loss. Now with TP, worst feeling. You made two very big mistakes there, bro. You rushed your entry and you didn't calculate your risk. That's on you. No, there isn't A7, unfortunately. It's only on TradingView. PM session starts at 1:30. I only trade it from 2 to 3 p.m. Usually I'm done in the first 30 minutes. You trade gold? Not really. We can check our stock positions though. That's good, Mr. Dollar. Yo, Mr. Dollar, anyone who's in my Discord server, I have no problem you guys promoting your social media, telling everyone, you post it if you want. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. It's a community. Anyone's allowed. You can do whatever you want. Just don't put me down. You can put yourself up, You want to show your payouts, be like, yo, I got this payout. I posted this video if you guys want to see. You want to grow your following? I think everyone should do it. I'm going to be completely honest. I think most people should, maybe not stream, but, maybe just post your wins. If you want to turn off comment section and, not deal with that stuff, go ahead. I think having a little bit of social media presence is good. And I have a Discord server with 16,000 people in it. And, it's pretty active, Maybe not always everyone's texting in there, but people show up, they read the messages. So if you want to use that to help improve, it's free. If you want to use that to help improve, I'm not gonna report or ban anyone for promoting themselves. You do your thing, do your thing. And if you ever work yourself up, there's roles in my Discord server, and if you ever work yourself up towards, where is it? If you ever work yourself up towards the master trader role, it's going to take some time. Consistent, profitable trader who actively helps the community and mentors others. Say you have multiple payouts or withdrawals over a long period of time. Most important part here is those other members can vouch for your reputation and helpfulness. If anyone ever gets this role, no one has it now, but if anyone ever gets this role, I'll give you your own channel in my server. You can post. You have to be active. If you're not going to be active in your posts, then, I won't give you the channel. It's up to you if you want it or not. But I wouldn't mind making a section for master traders, and then every single master trader gets their own section. That way people in the community can, follow your post. Maybe you trade differently. I don't care if you trade support and resistance. I don't care what you trade. But if you can show, consistent profitability over a long period of time, you don't have to be anything crazy. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. But if you can show that, and you also really helpful to other people, you can get your own channel in my server, for free. Boost your, how are these guys still getting through? Also, did this guy really quit? I'm getting there soon. Yeah, man. It's there for your taking, bro. I'm trying to be mindful for real. Well, I mean, it's a good. You can do it on your own, but if you want to use that for your, you should watch. I should watch Chat's trades if you're. Are you in the Discord streaming? If you go into the Discord stream, I can pull it up. But I think that calls the session for us, boys. Good session. We took one small win. I don't know what the R was. I'll check later, but I'll take it. I appreciate you guys coming through. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that next time, Yoshi, I guess. If my trading is done. Yeah, I'm running green and black because I want the video to be a little bit more vivid in color. But I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live again tomorrow, Friday. I'm super excited, honestly. This new monitor, I feel like it's bringing the life back in me. Um, so I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live again tomorrow at the exact same time. I'll update you guys in the PM session what I'm looking for, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good luck if you're still trading, and good luck in the PM.